today's adventure is going to take us to Niagara Falls on the US side. We hear all kinds of stuff about how much better the views are from the Canadian side, so we figured we'll put it together in a video for you and go to both. So today will be the US side, and then probably a couple days, because it's supposed to rain, probably in a couple days we'll end up going to the Canadian side. And we can give you some side-by-sides like this and this, and show you the two probably best views, and then just what other views you can get as well. Got a little early morning to take about an hour drive here from Darien Lakes. Get over to the US side and get to it. Hopefully it won't be too crowded yet. Alright, we're making our way up to the ticket booth, and you can just hear, maybe,
water.
Just hear a little bit of a roar coming in the background so far. And we got here, it's 8:15, and it said that there'd be nobody really here, but it looks like there might be a school trip happening. So lots of younger kids coming in, so maybe we just caught it on a bad day for this time, but we'll see how it goes. It really shows you how much research we do. That was just tickets for the Maid of the Mist if you wanted to go down below or go onto the observation deck.
But go on a boat to go close to it.
Yeah, but literally 100 feet later, we turn around to this. And we're at the falls. So we didn't pay for anything, we just walked right by. We'll see if there's any better views that can be had elsewhere and determine whether or not it's worth it to pay for. But as of right now, the US side is kind of a side shot of one of the main falls. Well, that's not bad at all. It's $1.25 a person to get up on the observation deck. So for $1.25, it looks like we're going to get a lot better view. So it'll definitely be worth that price. Nice and misty. Wait, okay. She was mad about spending $40, but it's way better view down here. So if you're making the trip, go ahead and spend the $40 and come on to the Maid of the Mist trip. So lesson learned the hard way from not doing our research. Don't pay to go on the observation deck if you're going to end up paying to go on the Maid of the Mist, because you also get access to the observation deck if you go on the boat. So we wasted $2.50 because we weren't sure if we were going to do the $40 or $37 to do the Maid of the Mist, but lesson learned, now you guys know. If you're going on the boat, don't pay for the deck. All right, stopped for a little snack break. Walked outside of the park to get a little more calm. Had a little squirrel adventure. And now we're headed back in to walk over to the island and get a view of the Horseshoe Falls.
We're walking a bridge.
What bridge?
I don't know what it's called.
But
American Falls
there we
Pedestrian Bridge.
American Falls Pedestrian Bridge. Getting over to Goat Island so we can view the Horseshoe Falls on the U.S. side.
Well, this is Green Island, and then we go to Goat Island.
Okay, so Green Island first, and then Goat Island.
Yeah.
Made it over to Horseshoe Falls and we got a little mist coming in off of them.
It's really good.
Didn't know, I thought the viewpoint might have set out a little farther past the falls so you could look back on them, but it's pretty cool. We're gonna walk out to the end there, get a little wet here, and get some shots. Just like that, it's 2 days later, and we are on our way to the Canadian side of the falls. By the time we got done on the U.S. side, it was just getting crazy busy. So we're getting ready to go across that Rainbow Bridge. Maybe with the sun just now starting to peek out of the clouds. Might see some rainbows on the Rainbow Bridge. Hello. Good morning. There you go, guys. Have a good one. Yeah, you too. It looks like you just basically walk along that boardwalk for most of the time. And with a short jaunt from the parking lot on the Canadian side, we're currently walking up to Horseshoe Falls. There's a lot of flow. It's something like, I know I'll get the facts wrong, but 645,000 gallons of water per second falls over the falls through Horseshoe Falls, not including the rest of the falls. So, standing on the Canadian side, it's crazy how close you can get. And you can really tell the flow and the rage of the water. To think about the fact that a couple people have gone over the falls on purpose, it's just wild to think about. And there's definitely a cool amount of mist blocking the sun out right now, so it's kind of nice. It's not so bright. Still got the glasses on, but the amount of water going over these falls is incredible. Plus side of getting up at 5:30 in the morning to drive for an hour to get to the falls is you're not going to have a lot of pedestrian traffic. It's really easy to get views. You're not having to push your way through and get up to the front of the line. You may be tired, but it'll be worth it. Alright, so what's the one downside you came to for the early morning Canadian side?
The sun's in your face. It's so bright.
Yeah, so the sun is behind the falls, which on the US side was fine because we were looking away from the sun. But from the Canadian side, coming early gets you less people, but
so bright.
You're kind of staring at the sun to look at the falls. So we're gonna walk around a little bit, see some things, and then when we come back, we should have a higher sun tilt. We'll have more people, but we'll be able to look at them a little better. And they won't be backlit.
Hopefully. It's called Clifton Hill, the street of fun at the falls.
The street of fun at the falls, Clifton Hill. We're gonna do some walking and see what's fun on this road while we wait for the sun to come up. Clifton Hill. Word of advice, come to the journey behind the falls, don't forget a very tiny little pocket knife in your bag, because you'll have to do like me and sprint back to the parking lot to leave it in the Jeep, otherwise you'll have to surrender it and you'll not get it back. So be in shape if you have to run, but try not to bring any little tiny pocket knives with you so then you won't have to be in shape. We're in the tunnels. We're like underneath Niagara Falls right now, on the way through a tunnel to get a view from next to them. Oh, just blew my hood right off. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Wow. Check that out. There you go. Not too bad.
Oh, look at the rainbow.
Windy. You got a rainbow. You can see it on there.
Yeah, it's windy.
Fury of the Falls, they called it up top. The Fury of the Falls. Look at that. Man.
Pretty awesome.
Woo.
That's crazy.
We're currently standing directly below Horseshoe Falls. About 10 feet away from all that fury. This portal is even deeper into the falls, so number 2 of fury. So the journey behind the falls experience doesn't come with great views, but man, you can hear and you can feel what's going on. It's crazy to just tell all the power that's going on there. Like I say, there's one of the portals over there. Like I say, you don't see much, but man, you can feel it. And just like that, we're done with a week, six nights, 7 days,
yeah.
A week in Darien Lakes, New York. Got to visit with some friends we've met online, got to go Six Flags, got to do some hiking with their friends, found some awesome waterfalls.
Went to Canada.
Saw Niagara Falls from both sides. So now we've packed all up, got our water dumped and our water filled, and we're headed on to Adirondack Mountains. Try to find some boondocking too.
Hopefully.
There's a zip line launch.
Mm-hmm.
Do we go zip lining?
No.
mean no?
But you can do that on your own. Eyeball it up.